chances are you probably could get away with it. Sis! Ah, Tail. We've been looking for you two. Hey, Skull Kid, what if you gave that mask you're wearing back now? Hey, come on, are you listening? Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon, hurry, the four who are there, bring them to here. Boing! Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy. No, what are you doing to my brother? Skull Kid, do you still think you're our friend after that? Well, whatever. Even if you were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. That is a horrifying yell. Alright. There we go. Drop it. Suck it. Give me my... There we go. My Ocarina of Time. Princess Zelda gave you this precious instrument. Suddenly, memories of Princess Zelda come rushing back to you. The only time you see her in the entire game. Actually, Kajiri, part of the game theory episode that I watched was debunking if the moon could actually destroy the world, which it cannot. He figured out the mass of the moon and the relative size of the world, and he figured out that it is so much smaller than our actual moon that it could not do enough damage to actually destroy the world. This is why I like game theory. Even though it was only a short time, I feel like I've known you forever. I'll never forget the days we spent together in Hyrule, and I believe in my heart that a day will come when I shall meet you again. Until that day comes, please take this. I'm praying that your journey be a safe one. If something should happen to you, remember this song. You remembered the Song of Time. The melody lingering on the edges of your mind is a song of memories of Princess Zelda. So what's the timeline for Legend of Zelda? Fucked up is what it is. The Goddess of Time is protecting you. If you play the Song of Time, she will aid you. Getting that old Ocarina back isn't going to help us. True, Dem, but we're not talking about game design or game development. No, Link to the Past isn't the final one, Dem. So it starts Skyward Sword, Minish Cap, then something else, and then Ocarina of Time, and then it splits into 3 games. It splits into 3 timelines, essentially. Look up the official Legend of Zelda timeline. It's out of the Hyrule Historia, and it is official from Nintendo, and it includes up to Skyward Sword. It doesn't include A Link Between Worlds, but we know that that is a sequel to A Link to the Past. We know that that's a direct sequel to A Link to the Past, so it would just go right after Link to the Past anyways. Somebody, anybody, Goddess of Time, help us please, we need more time. Alright, let's go ahead and play this damn song. Huh? When did you get that instrument? Wow. Also, she was green for a second there. No. Buttons. Do 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 do. Put a link between worlds after a link between worlds? What? Save and return to the dawn of the first day? Yes. Dem, go and look at the official timeline and you'll know what I'm talking about. It is kind of confusing, but it does make sense in a Nintendo kind of way. Pretty much Majoras. So the timeline does split into 3. On the left path, Ganon is not destroyed. Well, to be fair, Weapon, it's not the money. It's not a money thing. They always no, Kimber. It's not. That's not true. It's not because they wanted more money, and it's not that they didn't care for consistency. From day one, that they always said Legend of Zelda games were never meant to be linked together. They were always meant to be separate entities. That the link in one game is not the same link in another game, and that it's just a heritage that passes down. The Hero of Time is literally timeless, and that it's just something that happens from ages to ages. Now, every once in a while, you get direct sequels or linked games like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, or Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages. That is something that's different. You know that those are sequels, those are self-contained stories or linked stories. But as far as the whole timeline itself, that was something that was never meant. That was something that was never meant to really be there. They created the first 3 or 4 games, and they never go, okay, so how does this fit in the Legend of Zelda timeline? They never thought that. The timeline was something that fans talked about, and Nintendo goes, hey, look, if you think about it, this can't fit in a timeline, so let's make one. And so they did. But I don't think I don't think that up until 1997 that they thought, well, you know, let's create a timeline. We're just not going to tell anybody, and we're just going to obscure our entire series until fuck it, you know? I don't know. Just everything has reset. Anyways, by the way, we did reset time. We're back to the first day. Bum ba na na ba ba na ba ba na ba ba da ba. Do 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 do. What are you anyway? That song you played, the instrument. That instrument. Wait, that's it? Your instrument. Yes, for the 3rd time. The masked salesman said that if he got back the precious thing that was stolen from you, he could return you to normal. Did you completely forget or what? Let's go in there. He's gonna be kind of angry. Were you able to recover your precious item from that imp? What? Oh, you got it! Then listen to me. Please play this song that I am about to perform and remember it well. Do 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 do. Pretty much what Kimber said. Yeah. Moving the time back to before the mask was even stolen would be too smart. Essentially, we wouldn't be able to, though, assuming that all of this starts when Link and this version of the Happy Mask Salesman meet, because these are all technically different characters, but that's also why they think this is a dream. The theory that this world is a dream, because all of the characters are exactly the same from Ocarina of Time. So the theory is that this world, Termina, is just a dream that Link is in, a lot like Link's Awakening. And so this dream didn't happen until Link and the Skull Kid met, and Link and the Happy Mask Salesman met. So you could only return time as much as from when you started. So at most you could only return time to when Link and the Skull Kid met. You couldn't go past that, because there technically was nothing past that. If this is a dream, and assuming that it is, because, well, you can't get back to Hyrule. There's only a brief mention of Zelda, and the way he mentions it is, oh, I casually, very weakly remember Zelda teaching me this one song. Not Zelda taught me these songs, and then Sheik taught me these 9 different songs, because if he's here, he could theoretically just warp back to the freaking Death Mountain or something. When did the piano get there? I don't know. He just, he just pulled it out of his ass, like Link pulls everything out of his ass. This is the melody that heals evil, magic, and troubled spirits, turning them into masks. I am sure it will be of assistance to you in the future. Termina? Do you say Termina? Just Termina. Yes, I give you this mask, commemoration of this day. Fear not, for the magic has been sealed inside the mask. When you wear it, you will transform into the shape you were. When you remove it, you will return to normal. Do 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 do. You got the Deku mask to keep as a memento. By the way, I also just got a tweet about the SteamOS. Where did it go? You can download the SteamOS. I just got the link. There. So then go to that link and click build your own Steam machine, a DIY Steam machine, and then lower you can get a link for the apt repository for SteamOS. I don't know if you actually need the link to the apt repository, but having that link is useful in Linux. So there it is. And then build and sell Steam machines. You can find the OEM partner page so you can find a place to buy them. He explained it. Going back to the theory of Majora's Mask World, he did explain it as a limbo, but he also explained it as a dream, because assuming that this happens after the events, after he's sent back as a kid, because he's looking for Navi. Now this could happen while he's waiting the 7 years. So then it's really a limbo, because he's got his Kokiri sword, he's got his shield, which he can suddenly wear. He can actually suddenly pull out the Hyrule shield versus it just sitting on his back perpetually. So certain things have changed. He has grown up a little bit because he can do different things than he could in the other game. Now you can just call that, well, they didn't think of it in this game and they thought of it in this game, so there's nothing there. But if you think about it in the way that he kind of grew up a little bit, so now he can do some extra things, it falls after he got sent back as a child from Princess Zelda. Now in that way, I can see him going on an adventure, and on that adventure, he dies, and then between heaven and hell, he's stuck in limbo, or he gets knocked out, and suddenly he's in a dream world, or something happened, so now he's in a dream world or a limbo. To be honest, limbo and a dream world, they can kind of be synonymous with each other, especially in this instance. And also, we are theorizing and going way in depth into the Legend of Zelda. I love it. Now, I have fulfilled my promise to you. So, please give me that which you promised to me. Dude, I don't have your mask. Don't tell me.